Hello everybody, Anop here. Welcome back to some more Degrees of Lewdity. We're still romancing Gwylan. As you see, I've been busy. Oh man, I would lie. I said, man, I did all this myself. But no, I just loaded a save editor. I know, I'm lazy. Maybe one day I'll go through how to unlock everything in the special shop. But geez, it is a lot. I don't know if I'm going to need all of this to get her interest up to maximum. So let's show her the witch costume. These are some of my favorites, she says. They're very comforting, easy to make too. When did you start finding them around? So you don't remember. Did that work? The game punisher. Holy shit. Wait, why is it 50 already? Did you not need... There was only one outfit. Wait, so there's still like a special... But that raised it to like 50. I don't understand. So if I show her anything, will she be like... I don't know. So like if I... Let's find something random here. If I show her the fucking island... That's alright. It's easy to become lost in your own work and doing things without realizing it. It looks familiar, like a design once common across channels a time ago. Part of our old culture is still alive. A bright smile. Thank you for telling me all of this. The residents are descendants of a group that split from the mainland centuries ago and head of a once powerful noble family that fled in exile and trusts lower shit. Pancakes and crepes are very similar. The difference is crepes don't use a leavening agent and are usually served with fruit. Overseas, pancakes are made much thicker. In fact, almost every country has its own kind of pancake. These are still my favorite. Cool. See, it says plus interest, but I don't... You become enraptured by glowing flowers. Oh. Okay, you show Gwylan the various flowers around the shop, the roses, daisies, and one on her hat. Isn't it wonderful how these flowers never wilt? The one that find their way into this shop only rot when discarded, she says proudly. Roses are my favorite, but this crown is cute, too. I made one just like that, you say. She smiles at you. It takes a practiced hand to weave together something so delicate without ruining the petals. I have more around here somewhere. She starts rummaging around the shop and collects many different flowers. The smell of all sorts... smell of all of them together is overpowering but pleasant. I'm getting drugged. You recognize most of them, but there's 3 that stick out from the rest. 3 closed purple bulbs, similar to turnips, but larger and glowing. I tried to grow most of my own flowers and herbs. Shops like these. The shop likes some more than others. The shop likes some? Is it sentient? I guess that makes some sense. I don't quite control what the other ones end up. Touch. When you next blink, you're no longer in the forest shop. You're sitting in a meadow with tall grass and flowers blowing a breeze around you. You smell the smell of nature soothes you into a trance with a faintly familiar melody. You don't turn to look who it is. You're safe with her. She places the crown of flowers on your head and whispers something in your ear. She takes your hand and kisses your cheek. Her head rests against you. You never felt so at peace. You close your eyes, content with your place in the world. Something pushes you, an alien presence, pulling you downwards. You're shaking. You're singing into the flowers, yet the ground gets no closer. No voice speaks, yet a command is made. All dreams must end. Wake up. Oh, hey, girl pink roses. Neat. Her hand to the edge of the flower crown and petals. For some reason, it feels as though Gwylan is touching your ears. Like, don't touch my ears, bro. Where she's touching the petals. And makes, no matter what I do, I can never get the pink ones to bloom. So I pluck them early. Better to save the nutrients for other roses. Sometimes I think it's a curse. She looks up to you and smiles. Oh, are you alright? You look irritated. I look irritated? You shake off the question. A sense of bliss just out of range taunts you, but fades just as quick. Well, thanks for listening to all that. I don't get the chance to talk to many people about my flowers. Ah. Masquerade style, often used in ritualistic celebration. Why do you have this? She asked grimly. I went to a party with someone, you say. It was ritualistic, I think. There was dancing and everyone was wearing animal masks, and Gwylan's nails scrubbed the counter, her hands clenched, leaving scratches in the old wood. You heard this? I would recommend you cut ties with whoever brought you there for your own safety. You've been marked as a target by very dangerous people. It goes so much deeper than you know. Please be careful. Dear, be careful. Huh. Okay, brown fox. Don't fucking lecture me about brown fox masks. Did that do it again? No. I don't think it's 1-to-1 though. As if that was somehow supposed to explain everything. Gwylan's hands clench. I was sold off into sex slavery. This showed up after I escaped. She put her hands over her mouth. That's not what I expected. Most do not return from such places. How did you escape? I just hit the right person really hard. What am I, a shonen protagonist? Yeah, I hit him with the old gum bazooka. The fucking Getsuga Tin show. And then I ran for my life. You're lucky. I hope you won't stuck there for long. Oh. I think I know the place. Making a sick mockery of a hunt on their victims in the forest for fun. She winces as if remembering something painful. Hounds and foxes. Oh no! Tragic Gwylan lore? Was she like part of a fox hunt? That's sad. Hey, that's pretty good. Wait, didn't I show her about the mask? What did I show her? Oh boy. I wonder what her thoughts on the sparring uniform is. Her eyes go wide at them. I haven't seen these before. There's a lot of skin to show for a religious institute. You explain they appear after countless sparring sessions. In darker days, they didn't have such virtuous restrictions on usage of their weapons, she says, with a hint of sarcasm. Batons and whip alike scar the skin of many. She stretches. We have many stories to share, and I would actually like to remember them. I think I heard enough for one day. Same time tomorrow. Ah. Be able to form a technique in 4 days. Alright. So there's a set limit for how many stories you can even tell her. But hey, we're at 55. Neat insight. Actually, kind of like this. Why am I going into the woods? Why'd I do this? Oh, let's... Cool. Let's see our clothes I worked so hard to get by a harem vest. G-Book 3-Bo. Oh man, I wish I knew the prison shirt was here. That would fit my nasty crime boy perfect. Clothes from local prison. My favorite. Deluxe cream bun. You order on the cafe sample cream buns. Soon it arrives from the oven filled with the brim with creamy goodness. The flavor is divine. You stare at the ocean with Gwylan, enjoying the breeze. Gwylan briefly looks over at you at the deluxe cream bun. Good choice. You enjoy the view with her for a while. We emerged from a deep part of the sea on fins, and now we rule the earth. You can do anything if you put your mind to it, Vix. It's a comforting thought. Aw. I think there's 4 events. Oh, shit. Of course it's raining. I need an umbrella. No, that's wrong. Maybe the symbol that's a literal fucking umbrella. Jesus Christ. I was like, where could an umbrella be? It could be anywhere. Neon blue. Real clown vibes. Real goofy old clown vibes. Ooh, another event. Own all manners items, most useless knickknacks, but some interest you. The shop is silent, and you see no sign of Gwylan anywhere. It's a little darker than usual, too. Try to find her. Yeah, as you walk around, it becomes apparent the shop isn't the same as it was last time you were here. None of the shelves are in the same place. You quickly notice that there doesn't seem to be any clothes in this section, despite the abundance of wooden mannequins. You spend more time wondering until you feel lost. You call out of the gloom, Gwylan? The light echoes. Your voice is the only answer. I guess keep looking. Jesus. You continue looking, unable to recognize what's on most of the shelves, but your eyes eventually fix on something unusual. A small desperation in the wall? Depression? Like, okay. Like there's supposed to be a door next to it. There's a wooden mannequin wearing a dark green witch hat with the brim brown ears sewn on. The ears get darker near the tip. Your own ears twitch. Hey. They certainly meant to resemble fox ears. It's the same ones you saw Gwylan posing a mannequin with. And perhaps the same mannequin too. Now that you have a closer look, you notice the flowers on the hat are very much alive. The vines are hanging from the brim. You reach for it, gently taking it off the mannequin's head. A wooden hand caresses your arm. You jump back with a start. To back right into someone behind you. You quickly turn around. It's just Gwylan. Sorry, did I scare you? I heard you call out for me and came looking. You look back to the mannequin. One of its hands raised on it to its mouth. You can't say for sure whether it was already like that. Oh, you found my hat. I was looking all over for it. Gwylan smiles, putting it on. Even if I lose track of things here, the shop must like you if it shows you around and trying to get you to my accessories. She holds her arm behind her back. I know the shop can be confusing. She pauses. I have to rearrange things strictly. Sorry, I'm a bit scattered. Leads you around, showing you to get back to the main section of her shop before leaving you to your business. Yay. Well, that was interesting encounter. Alright. Ooh, she needs help with anything. Yes. I heard whisper of a clothing shop on High Street, the shipment of gas mask. I'd like to know if they're genuine or just unusual costume items. Could you be a dear and fetch one for me? Specifically a black one with white lenses. Be sure to wear it here. I got you. I got you, my witch queen. I'll go get a gas mask. I'll be back in a jiff. I have infinite money. I wonder how many items you have to present to her to get interest. Oh, I was eating at the cafe and it raised. So I have no clue if it will raise if you just keep eating at the cafe with her or if you actually have to show her items. I'm confused. It'd be face, wouldn't it? Or would it be hat? I can see both. I can see both being for gas mask because it sits over your face. But it also goes around your head. Okay. So she wants a black one with white lenses? What a weird choice, Gwylan, but I got you. Watch her just like mace me. Just fucking like, okay, this is Agent Orange. Don't die. Oh god, why are you doing this? She just pepper sprays me with fucking bear mace. Completing Gwylan's request fills you with a strange sense of satisfaction. Thank you. Gwylan gently brushes a finger against your cheek. You shiver. Though you can't feel her touch through the thick rubber of the gas mask, she stares at you through the tinted lens. Her gaze strips you bare. When she speaks, her voice is quiet. Every man, woman, and child in this country received one of these in the Second World War. After the chemical warfare of the First, the government feared that civilians would be on the receiving end of it. Special masks were made for the little ones. Gas drills were held in schools, and posters were hung reminding of all, always carry your gas mask with you. They would find it if they were fined if they were caught without one. She lowers her hand. Fortunately, they would never need it. Unfortunately, the masks were made with asbestos fiber, leaving many long-term health consequences. Some decisions made with the best intention do more harm than good. Sometimes the one devoted to protecting you is the one killing you in the end. Jesus Christ. She gives you a wry smile. I doubt this replica is anyway dangerous, but still, I'd like to have it. It's not a choice. What? It's not a choice. She reaches for the straps, securing and moves it. Thank you for humoring and also request. What can I do for you? Ooh. She tilts her head. I appreciate the offer, but I already owe you one. She goes, be careful. If you're eager to help, I might start taking advantage. Ooh. Well, if you insist. What do you think about this gift wrapping? Wait, it's gone. No, it's not gone. My interest didn't go up, though. What else should we show her? What do you think about this fedora? And turns it over. The name Fedora actually comes from a play. It used to be worn by women, but times change so quickly. It's a very fitting style. She puts it on her head, covering your eyes with a playful wink. What? She puts it on her head, covering her eyes with a playful wink. Wherever did you find it? I was just bartending, you say. You push the brim around and look at her. Overheard some smuggler talk about their next job. Gwylan runs a finger over a nearby shelf. Their shop has a strange sense of humor, she says. Of course, Fedora has been associated with crime and alcohol for decades. I don't know if it works to their benefit this time. Promise me you'll be careful. Life is an adventure, and stories have power, but the criminals in this town are like spiders. They're waiting for you to step into their parlor. Oh. It's not something I would ever stalk, even if it is a replica. You tell her about the time at the asylum. She looks at you more. She looks more and more upset at your explaining everything you can remember. Much of it you won't share willingly, but for some reason you find it hard to stop. Gwylan holds up a hand to stop you and wipes a tear from your eye. You're not sure when they started why you're crying. Suddenly, you're being hugged tightly. Oh my God. Thank you for telling me. I know it's not easy to do when you have been told that none of it is real, or that it's all your fault. Her embrace tightens. I believe you, I promise. Even if no one else does, I do. Jesus. She pulls a finger to your forehead. It still lingers in your mind. Or if you're overcoming the urge that you know you're not on your own, tell me, I can help you. Oh, wow. That do anything for us? Yes, nice. She's fascinated by me. Let's go. What's your thoughts on these spectacles? Oh, shit. Oh, right, because you have to own the hookah parlor to do this. Uh-oh, I broke the game. Right, because you get the spectacles for owning the hookah parlor. Shit. I broke the game, because it's like, wait a second, you don't own the hookah parlor? And I'm like, oh. Mamma mia. She perks up seeing you. Hello, dear. Lust. Me? I don't think so. Oh. The wind pulls at Gwylan's hat. She places a hand on it to keep it from blowing away. You think about how much it suits her, and says as such. She smiles and blushes a little. Oh. Horses run on bones, not unlike our fingers. That's why they can't paw at the ground when they count. What? What do you mean, can't paw at the ground when they count? You knew that already, but enjoy the demonstration nonetheless. Gwylan stands up with her plate. She empties the crumbs in the air. I'm heading back to the shop. Thanks for the company. Say goodbye and go back inside. We did it. We got lust. That's wild. RNG. Forced. How many events are they? I think there's like 4. Try to find Gwylan and get. Goddammit. You wander around the shop. For anything it enters, eventually on the shelf seems completely mundane to you, and you pass them without thinking about it. You can't remember a single thing you see for more than a second. Instead, you feel a pull towards the back of the shop. Your legs move with purpose. If your mind hasn't caught up yet, you feel like you know what you're looking for, exactly where it is, moving on instinct. You start to see a dim green glow peeking through the shelves. You follow it. Before not too long, you're in front of a depression in the wall. The same one from last time. Green light spills from the seams. There's a door here. All of this air feels warmer. Your head feels lighter. It takes a moment to find the mechanism to open it. Just a doorknob, but you didn't see it until your hand was on it. You give it a twist and open. The room on the other side's pitch black. You step in, immediately smell roses. You hear someone talking, but the voice sounds strange. Like trying to remember a voice you haven't heard in years. Not my fault. You led him right to me. You hear a rumble at your feet as if something deep below was trembling in protest. I don't usually need to lock the door. Excuse me for getting comfortable in my own home. Another rumble, pressing against your feet. As you walk further into the darkness, that's your job. Can we please not fight? I think he's... Are you alright? Now you recognize the voice. It's Gwylan. She's standing right in front of you at a counter in the shop. You're standing in the shop. It's normally lit. The shelves are in their usual places. She blinks. You blink away the confusion. Gwen looks at you with worry. You've been standing there in front of me for a while. You still smell roses. What happened? Oh shit, we got lust again. Hang on. I heard you talking to someone and I wasn't here. You trail off. You can't remember. Gwylan's eyes. Oh, I was talking to my grandmother just before you came in. Her face reddens. Sorry if you overheard any of that, but after you came in, you started wandering about for 10 minutes and you walked up to here and started staring at me. She frowns before moving her eyes to your cheeks. She reaches out under the counter for a napkin and wipes your face. There's some small blue grains on it. You should be more careful with what you eat. What the fuck did I eat? You examine the strips of cloth. They are decorated with strange branching patterns. Most are the same size, but one is significantly larger than the rest. Many of them are blackened and burnt near near the bottom. One of the smaller ones is stained purple. Some of the others might be too, but it's hard to tell what they are. Oh. Need anything? Alright, well, I thought I would ask. The lust is 3! Oh, shit. Show her the chain tunic. Oh my god. She rips it out of your hands. Before you can say anything, she rips out your hand. That's not for sale, she says, anxiously hugging it to her chest. Her eyes dart around the tunic, expecting it for damage. You notice a large rip in the skirt. It doesn't look new. The whole set looks meticulously cared for. If each chain polished and rusting form, Gwylan slowly becomes less frantic until she lets a sigh of relief. I'm sorry, this is my most prized item. The shop has replicants. This shouldn't have been out with them. It is the oldest thing I have in my collection. Armor like this has been worn by monks and nuns in darker times. She points to the replicants. You can't tell the difference between them and the original one, then the colors and lack of damage. You look back to Gwylan, her face is buried in the tunic and her eyes are closed. You decide to give her a moment before returning to the counter. Right. Jesus. Anything else cool? What's your thoughts on this butterfly costume? Such color, she said. Where'd you find it? You tell her about your adventures in the forest. You describe your encounter with the plant people. You leave out some of the lewd details until Gwylan starts pushing you for them. The nectar tastes good, doesn't it? Be careful, though. It can be quite addictive. Of course, the dryads know that. They love mischief. Oh, well, you know. Jeez. That's on this loincloth. Any item that has multiple ways of finding it, it runs like a second check to see, like, how did you get it? And then you're like, I don't know. Ooh. Looks like something my grandmother would wear. She dusts off She dusts off the shoulder of one of them. They could really use a good dry clean. How'd you come across them? My history teacher told me a story about this blitz. She was a child affected by it. These suits showed up here after that, you explain. Gwylan nods. That sounds like correct time period. They would have been one, and she stares down at the suits again and hanging them back up. The blitz left many broken families behind. Everyone was scared, lost, loved ones were dying. Children were getting traded. Sometimes for food, sometimes in the desperate hope that they would have a safer life elsewhere. She tensed up, staring over one of the shop windows. I heard about it secondhand, too. Winter's teachers. What? Winter teaches that war is diplomacy by other means. What? That war is diplomacy by other means. That is how nations get what they want when words fail. That never felt right to me. All the people who get hurt and hurt others because they're hurting is just a perpetual cycle of violence. When it is enough, finally enough, why do people have to have chips in another's game? I can't stand the thought of it, especially when it's children being held ransom. She looks back to you. We don't purchase death, so why do we spend life? How did something so start? What? Oh, jeez. Scared becomes so easy to throw away. Sorry about that. I don't know when to shut my mouth sometimes. Sure. Yeah, 60. She thinks there's something special about me. 'Cause I'm a cheater. I cheated the fabric of the universe. I guess we're trying to find that hidden room again. The mannequin is pointing away from the door, deeper into the shop. Feel the warmer than headlighter. You find the impression next to the mannequin. You reach for the doorknob, but it doesn't budge. Gwylan must have remembered to lock it this time. Go where the mannequin is pointing? What? Oh. Go north. Search for key. Nothing. Alright, go north. Go west. Search for key? No. Wow, this is interesting. So we go this way. Search for key. Nothing. I'm just brute forcing it. Jeez. Let's go south. Go west. Search for key. Go north. Go east. The headed mannequin is pointing south. This one seems more urgent than others. Alright. Yeah, let's go. Where's the door, though? It had the key. Oh, well, thanks, man. You pull the key toward the garden. The door swings open. The room behind isn't pitch black this time. It's a wide room full of more wooden mannequins. A wash and green glow. The glow comes from further in, through an open door frame on the other side of the room. It seems to be receding as you move towards it. You carefully navigate the maze of mannequins, and you can't help but take note of the poses some of them are in. Many hold their wooden hands up to their cheeks, their heads thrown back in jubilation. At least that's your best guess. It's hard to tell with their entire blank, smooth faces. Some hold one hand over their mouth. Would be stifled laughter, perhaps? Did Gwylan meticulously pose all these herself? Lost in thought, you nearly trip over something heavy, but steady yourself without too much noise. Noise? Yeah. It's a large bag of dirt, next to a heaping sack of identical bags, Jesus. On the wall behind them, it's full arsenal of gardening equipment. You look up and almost jump out of your skin as you're met with a pale face. It's another mannequin, this one dressed in a black tunic, some kind of decoration with a white cross on its chest. It also wears a white, emotionless mask, as if its right arm is pointing off the side towards the doorway. You're close enough to hear Gwylan whispering. A faint hum bounces off the wall. You feel a damp autumn breeze flow into the room. You hear a rustle of leaves. This must leave back outside. You slowly approach the frame and peek around the corner. You're in Gwylan's garden. Wow, you weren't allowed to see the way here before. The smell of roses are overpowering, and other floral smells. Your eyes follow the intensity of the rapid dimming glow, making you peek all the way around the corner against the wall of the shop that's raised open. What? The wall of the shop to the raised and open room. Nearby, there's a wooden bath filled with steaming water. You also see Gwylan standing in front of it with her back to you. She's wearing a silken robe and her large witch hat. She's also wearing her fake tail. She continues whispering, interspersed with occasional melodic humming. Watch. Near waist level, you adjust the viewing angles and see a wolf girl kneeling before her in one bath. Her eyes are placid and glowing with a gentle green hue. Roll, Gwylan says. The wolf girl ducks her head under the water and rolls her body around, getting completely soaked. Good girl, Gwylan whispers, gently patting her head. The wolf girl leans into it, her closed green eyes, green streaks of light escaping the corners. Gwylan steps around her, inspecting while humming softly again. It's soothing. Your body starts to relax until she looks right in your directions. You quickly retreat the corner, your heart's pounding stress. You wait there for a moment, frozen. You await the sound of footsteps, or for her to say something, but it never comes. You peek around the corner again. Despite facing you, she doesn't seem to actually see you. Her eyes glow the same green. Her attention is entirely on the wolf girl. You notice that the front of her robe is loose, exposing her stomach. There's something on it, a tattoo perhaps, or perhaps several? The central design is a triangle composed of 3 interwoven loops. Around it are various esoteric symbols. I can't pronounce words. Continuing off each other, bound by a loop of root and vines. She squeezes out a soapy sponge over the wolf girl's head and starts to scrub down her fur. Just watch. You stay hidden. Gwylan continues to wash the wolf girl. She squeezes a bottle of pet shampoo over you. You hear a repeated thump of wood against the stone from behind you, but are suddenly pushed out from hiding by something. You stumble out. Gwylan shrieks and covers up her stomach. How did you... The wolf girl stands and growls as the green glow around her eyes fades. Gwylan wraps her arms around her. Shh, it's okay. She immediately sits back down in the wooden bath. Gwylan looks back to you and whispers, she's in a trance, I'll explain, but let me finish. Offer help. You approach the tub and put your hands on the wolf girl. She leans into your touch. Her tail wags and splashes in the water. Gwylan looks impressed. She hands you a sponge, and 2 of you scrub the wolf girl down together. Lust plus mystery. I think it's interest, or is it something else? Some time passes, and Gwylan cautiously breaks it with a soothing voice. You're awfully nosy, sneaking in here again. I suppose this shop showed you the way. She doesn't sound angry, but you can't quite tell. She noticed you're confused. You've been here once already. You stumbled around my storehouse, making all sorts of noise. I thought you were an intruder or thief. She gestures to a jar of blue powder on a nearby table. I made you forget about it. Oh, thanks for drugging me. I couldn't make sure you don't remember this time either. But you're too curious. You'll just find your way in here again. Nothing to be done about it. She finishes with a smile. You're lucky. You're so interesting. More silence. You pause your scrubbing, looking at the wolf girl. She's covered in bites and scratches, which you can tell were from other wolves. Her fur's matted and unkempt. She hasn't been cleaning herself. The forest is sick, Gwylan says, as if reading your mind. Although cursed might be a more fitting word, poisoned by the careless and the malice in equal parts. She squeezes out more shampoo into your hand. Along some else, a pungent green ooze that sizzles when it touches the water, but it doesn't burn. The poison, it spreads through the vegetation and to the animals that eat it, and to the animals that eat them, it grows like an infection until it intrudes everything. It makes plants grow wild, strangles the earth, the animals, each other. It makes the beasts more aggressive, seeking out human prey when they otherwise wouldn't. I do like him to treat them as if, on cue, the wolf girl relaxes further, in concord, in old concord, making sure it never reaches the point of no return. It has been my family's purpose, responsibility for generations. Oh. Gwylan Sinsley squeezes out the sponge again before picking up a hose nearby and rinses the wolf girl down. It's always in flux. Some years it's mild, and my simple remedies are enough. In others it requires more serious measures to match. She pulls the wolf girl by the scruff, and she jumps out of the tub, shakes off, spraying water everywhere. Gwylan gently tugs over to the garden wall. There's a small, mossy hole leading into a pitch black. Go home, she whispers, and stay out of the trouble. The wolf girl darts into the hole. Gwylan sighs in relief, shuddering and launching a wooden hatch over it. She marches up to you and flicks you on the nose before crossing her arms. Rude, this shop is my home, and you've broken in. You could learn to stand some manners. Despite appearing close to you in age, Gwylan's tone makes you feel like a child being lightly scolded by his parent, complete with the shame that follows. It's nothing like Bailey's scolding It's nothing like Bailey's scoldings. Gwylan's voice is firm but caring, almost warm in a way. Even though you're a fair bit taller than her, it makes you feel small. She leans in. There's ways you can make up to me. Come by the shop tomorrow and rest for exertion. I'll be there. If you insist. Her face softens. Good. You know my secret now. But the only part of it, make sure your curiosity is stated properly. We didn't learn what that other trait was. I was hoping after. Oh boy, this is a long recording. Well, I'm going to end this recording here, and I'll see your lovely faces next time. And ciao.